quality as well. All right, so we're going to jump into the first and only watch in this collection. And it is the Boyfriend leather strap watch that comes in 2 colors. It comes in the the gold tone choice, which has the brown leather strap, or the silver tone that has the black leather strap. Obviously, you can see that contrast stitching. The price of $71.96 will not be here tomorrow. It's going up. The price goes up at the end of the day today, and it's 5 easy pay right now of $14.39. But again, the easy pay will also be gone at that price point. J357234 is your item number, and it does come beautifully boxed like you see here right down below me. As you can see, that is how they're going to come boxed. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so Philip, talk to me about the watch.
Grace was born and grew up in the 1940s and the early 50s, if you remember her. And women's watches were beautiful, absolutely stunning. They were pieces of jewelry, but they were tiny. So tiny you absolutely couldn't see what time it was. I remember, and I had said this before, that I remember my mother, who was wearing a watch, would say to my father, "What time is it?" Oh. Because you couldn't see it. You really couldn't. And at one point there was a famous actress, and this is 1970, and the famous actress had on a large watch. And one of the paparazzi around her said, "Whose watch is that?" And she said, "My boyfriend's watch." And it simply became, Grace said, wow, if this woman can wear it. And she was a princess already in 1970 and 71 when this watch was made. She said, I can wear it too. Why shouldn't I be able to see it? Grace needed glasses, and we're going to talk about that on a few other items. And she really needed glasses very, very badly and couldn't wear them. There were no contacts at the time. In 1971, she went to living in France. She is a princess of Monaco, which has an attachment to France, and spent a lot of time in Paris. And she went into Piaget, one of the most luxurious watchmakers in the world, and said, I need a watch and I want to design it. I want it to fit so I can read it. That's all she wanted to do, be able to read it, and it should be feminine and beautiful. And that's what the necessity was. Look how clear it is that you can read this watch. She designed this along with Piaget, and they came up with a watch. Her original watch was gold with the brown band, the very dark brown band. And the foundation is allowing us to make another modern version of it, because women wear silver and black today. So you have a choice, but the original was the gold with the brown. She had this made. It has diamonds. Original one had diamonds going around, now done with Swarovski crystals. And of course, this watch, I'm telling you, and it sounds strange, is better than her original. Oh. It is better than her original because this is a Seiko quartz. Whereas in her original, 1971, you wound it. And if you didn't wind it at the end of the day, you reset it. And of course, those watches, even if you wound it on time, by the end of the week, you had to adjust the time. I don't care who made the watch, no matter how fine a watch it was, due to temperature changes, due to humidity changes, and the movement on your hand, the watch gained or lost minutes. This does not. So obviously, I'm telling you, it's a Seiko watch. It says Seiko on the back. You will see it. We'll talk a little more about it. I want to show you pictures of her wearing it. She wanted something very special in this watch, and you can see on the watch that we're showing you that there's only 2 bars holding it. Comes off the watch, and you're used to seeing 2 pins in each direction with a pin going across the 2 bands onto it. This was different. This was Grace. She knew what she wanted. She wanted something different. She wanted to be special. And her watch was really special, special in its beauty. And of course, her wrist changed sizes, as it usually does. So she had the ability with a leather band to very easily put it in one hole or put it into another. Here you can see her, and you can see how beautiful it is. And there's that 1 pin that's on it. Again, this is the gold with the dark brown band.
That one's the most limited, by the way. The gold one is.
It's the one that's, it's just the original of it. Here she is, and you can see, this is Caroline. She's not a baby anymore. Grace has matured. And you can see how beautiful the watch is. This is her go-to watch. This is the watch that she wore all the time. Yes, she owned a Rolex. Yes, she owned other fancy watches that were meant for dress. But when you live a life, you need to have a watch that you can use every single day. You can wear it at all times, and you can read it. That was what was important to her. She would even wear it during the tennis matches. It's something that she wore. On top of it, we've made it very special. We've made it special that not to have, which is a little bit dangerous nowadays, are these lithium batteries that catch fire. So if you put it in your drawer, you're going to be nervous and say it's a lithium battery. We use silver oxide only. Only silver oxide is used on the batteries that are inside. They'll get about 2 years. We'll tell you officially 1 year. You'll get 2 years and maybe a little bit more. But it is a Seiko watch for $71. You think about that.
This says GPK also. What is
that?
The
Is
P?
Grace Patricia Kelly. She used those initials on the paintings that she did, on flower arrangements, and therefore it has become the logo of our line.
How about that? I love it. All right, so that is J357234. That is the only watch in the entire collection. The brown, as you heard, the gold tone with the brown, as you have been hearing Philip talk about, that was the original, and the foundation let them do the silver and the black for you, so that's nice. J357234, 5 easy payments of $14 and change. Still to come in this